Hey, welcome back to our second episode of Analytical Archives with Patrick and Tavy. This week's episode, we go into Reckless by the same lady as before. I forget her name.
Lauren Roberts.
Lauren Roberts. So what were your thoughts on this book?
I loved it, and I also simultaneously hated and loved the end.
Love the band?
Loved the end.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's going to be spoilers in this. So previously in Powerless, I didn't read Powerful, but Powerless, what was it? They did the competition. The what's her name? Protagonist
Peyton.
Peyton kills the king, and now the two princes, or the prince and the enforcer, they don't like this. So now it leads into Powerless, where they go to track her down. The enforcer tracks her down.
That's Reckless.
Right.
You said it goes into Powerless.
Really? Well, that's what I meant. We were in Powerless, and then we're going into Reckless now. So as long as you know that, we can go into this. And the enforcer uses powers of other people. It's kind of a lame power, I think.
It is kind of lame, but also like super useful.
I'm sure it is for the story.
Yeah.
And then, so from what I remember on this one, the enforcer hunts her down. She's on the run. Maiden's on the run. And she does stuff to cause attention to her. Let me get into these UFC fights and bet money.
Her identity was hidden, and she was trying to survive. She had no other way to make money.
She can hunt. She can live in the mountains, hunt, fish, whatever else. Anything else.
It was desert. She couldn't just go survive in the desert.
Millions of people do it.
Stop. I'm going to hit you.
So then the enforcer, just always on her tail, he catches up with her. They have the little banter, and then she escapes. And then he finally catches her, and it's like to me, a retelling of, I think it's Jewel of the Nile, where a guy has to set out and find this lady, and he has to bring her back forcefully. And then she falls in love with that person.
She was already fallen in love with him before.
But she didn't like it because she found out from what she thought the king that she killed her dad. But it turns out it wasn't. It was the dad told the enforcer's son to do it.
And that was his first job.
Yeah. And they're like, nah, but I'm still gonna be in love with you. Because that's okay.
He was forced into it.
He didn't know. It was a job.
Yeah, but he was forced into doing the job.
But from her, should not have anything to do with it. That's just me. Killed my dad, sorry. Nothing's gonna happen.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Oh. Nothing's gonna happen. So I'm not gonna have Stockholm syndrome. I'll be enchained to you, sent around fire pits.
You make it sound like so much more boring than it is.
What? I'll just get to the meat and potatoes of it. There was a lot of talking.
And that's the fun part. All the banter.
Really?
Yes. I love banter in books.
Yeah. I won't really ruin the ending for you on this one if you're thinking about reading it. I'm sure everybody that reads these types of books, they want to read the whole thing in its entirety. So, yeah, I'm not going to ruin it. But I will say, you probably figured it was going to happen.
I did. I did not see it coming.
I knew it was coming.
No, I posted about it in a group on Facebook, and so many people agreed. Either some could see it coming, and then some were like, "No, I was right there with you." Like, because I thought he had. Well, I can't even talk about it.
But the other king, he's like, I gotta do some stuff, and I also did this as the audiobook, and if I remember right, they kind of changed the voice of somebody, which was hilarious.
The lady in the kitchen.
Yes, they changed her voice. which I thought was hilarious. But I think it was different readers or narrators for this. But yeah. Okay. What else? What did I miss?
Nothing, but we're going to read Fearless when it comes out in April.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to pre-order it.
What else am I missing from this book that you said, oh, you're just making this sound so boring and leaving stuff out?
Because Peyton's a total badass.
She is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How? She just runs.
She doesn't just run, she also fights, and she's very tactical.
What was she being tactical in this? She got caught by a dude and about got enslaved in the fight camp.
She didn't get enslaved.
About did.
Not really.
Yep, she's like, I'm stuck here doing this.
Because she had nowhere else to go. Her identity, like true identity, was everywhere.
She has a lot of other places to go.
Not really.
Yeah, she had
You
her
have to
friends
read
come
the story. We obviously have very differing opinions about it. You have to read it.
Yeah. I don't know if you have to read it.
No, like, you have to.
This is a you have to book.
You
Like, you
have
have
to.
to have this in your collection.
Yes, you have to tandem Powerless and Powerful, and then read Reckless, and your heart's going to be stomped on, but you're going to love it.
It's not gonna be stomped on. You'll see it coming from a mile away.
No.
Yeah. Yep.
Nope. Even if you do, it'll still get stomped on.
Okay. Well, how many chili peppers or whatever ratings we doing this with?
What were we doing? We weren't doing popcorn. We were doing
I think it was just stars.
bookmarks.
Bookmarks, is that what we're doing?
I think that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would give this like a solid 4.5 out of 5.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I loved it.
Why?
I don't know. The writing was great. I loved the characters. I loved the world building and all the different like powers there are.
What powers were there in this one?
There wasn't much of a description in the second one, but in the first one.
Yeah. We were talking about this one though. It wasn't really like a lot
I'm
of
talking
powers
about the
being
series as a
used.
whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not just Reckless, but the series as a whole.
Yeah. Me, I'm gonna give it a 2. A 2.
I feel personally offended at
It
that.
was a lot of running and walking and hiding, and then, oh, I'm chained up with this man. I'm supposed to hate him, but I'm gonna love him. Yeah, I'm gonna hate him, but I'm gonna love him and do things with him. Even though I know I'm going back and something's gonna happen. But I'm gonna love him, even though he killed my dad. I know he
Okay.
was told.
Hush. Don't take his word for it. Take mine. Read it.
Makes no sense.
Makes perfect sense.
Nope. All right. Well, I guess that's the end of this review. If you got any recommendations or anything, leave us a comment. We'll get to it as soon as we can. I personally like to do audiobooks. She loves reading them. She can read a lot faster than I can, so she can get through them a lot quicker. And if you could, like, subscribe, share, leave a review, all that sweet stuff, that'd be great. We hope to do this at least once a week, every 2 weeks. So if you're on episode 2, hopefully you enjoy the first episode. And we'll figure out what we're going to do for next week's episode.